Jones, it feels great to be alive. Happy Friday, Chicago Cub baseball fans, and happy City Connect Chicago Cubs game day. That is right, guys. Cub Nation, today is game one of a three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and our Chicago Cubs. It is also the first time in the 2026 season that the Chicago Cubs will be in City Connect uniforms. Again, guys, happy Friday, happy game day, happy City Connect Chicago Cub game day as well, guys. We have a very exciting pre-show ahead of us today as we get ready for game one of this three-game series in a battle of the NL Central at the friendly confines, guys. So before we get into all the Cubs talk and the breaking news, I did want to address one thing regarding the game three yesterday between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. Okay, guys, since it is a beautiful Friday, I thought I would take this moment to come outside and all that. But like I said, guys, game three yesterday between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins at Target Field had a very scary incident between two teammates on the Detroit Tigers involving Parker Meadows and Riley Green. They actually collided together in the outfield, head to head, and all that, running full speed to catch a fly ball. And luckily, Riley Green was able to get up and continue the rest of the game. But very unfortunate news for Parker Meadows. He had to be carted off the field last night. Luckily, he did walk onto the current under his own power, but an extremely scary incident and all that, to the extent that Parker Meadows had to spend his Friday Eve and Thursday night in a Minneapolis hospital. Actually, at the moment, I do not know the update on Parker Meadows, guys, and I would ask all you Chicago Cub baseball fans to keep Parker Meadows in your thoughts and prayers, guys. Again, a very scary incident yesterday at Target Field, and we actually are thinking of Parker Meadows and all of that as we begin our pregame show for game one of a three-game series between the Pirates and the Cubs. But again, guys, if you do not know what I am talking about, go back, watch the highlight. It was a very nasty and scary incident, guys. And it's actually something you don't want to see at all. No matter what you go to. And what's funny that you just don't want to see an athlete have to be carted off the field. That's really the only way I can explain it. So scary incident, guys. Hopefully Parker Meadows is doing better today. I have a feeling he will actually be put on the IL, guys, but I would at least ask you guys to keep Parker Meadows in your thoughts and prayers, please, because just a very scary incident. And for the Detroit Tigers now, the one question is, well, really the two-part question is, number one, is Riley Green okay, or is he having concussion problems? And then, number two is how long will Parker Meadows be placed on the IL, and what is the severity of the collision on his part? So hopefully I can get an answer, but I'm just asking you guys to keep Parker Meadows in your thoughts and prayers, guys. There's something you don't want to see happen at all. And unfortunately, it did happen yesterday. It was game 3 of a 3-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Minnesota Twins. So that's really all I need to say. But all right, guys, now let's talk some Chicago Cub pregame talk. All right, Chicago Cub baseball fans, since it is the 2026 debut of City Connect Day for the Chicago Cubs, I thought I would use a background to announce the Game 1 starting lineup. Again, this is Game 1 of a 3-game series between the Pirates and the Cubs at the friendly confines. It is the first time the Cubs will face an opponent in the NL Central in 2026. Remember the last homestand they hosted the Nationals and the Angels, and now they are going to play a division opponent for the first time in the 2026 regular season. But yes, guys, very exciting day, but we got to get the starting lineups done first. Okay, guys, so leading off at second base will be Nico Horner. Batting second at first base will be Michael Busch. Batting third at third base will be Alex Bregman. Batting fourth in left field will be Ian Happ. Batting fifth in right field, the 2026 Chicago Cub debut of Seiya Suzuki. He will be in right field and batting fifth. Batting sixth will be in center field, Pete Crow Armstrong. Batting seventh and catching, Carson Kelly. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Moises Ballesteros. And batting ninth at shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And on the mound for Game 1 of this 3-game series, the left-hander of Shota Imanaga. Again, guys, that is your Friday afternoon and City Connect Day Chicago Cub starting lineup. Now, I don't know if I asked this question before, but what City Connect uniform of the Chicago Cubs do you like better? Do you like the current one or the Wrigleyville one? Let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to know. But again, guys, that is the Game 1 starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs. And again, it is in the City Connect uniforms for the very first time in the 2026 regular season. But now, guys, we are going to talk about some roster moves courtesy of the MVP, Taylor McGregor, a.k.a. T-Mac. All right, guys, well, you kind of just heard the news that Seiya Suzuki will be making his 2026 Chicago Cubs debut this afternoon. Again, he is batting fifth in the lineup in right field. Seiya Suzuki playing his rehab assignment down in Double-A Knoxville, and he is actually returned to the Chicago Cubs today for Game 1 of this 3-game series. But we do have some breaking news courtesy of T-Mac, the MVP of Marquee. So, number one, guys, Seiya Suzuki has been reinstated onto the active roster for the Chicago Cubs, and that can only mean one thing. There has to be a roster move, guys, and the Chicago Cubs have officially DFA'd switch hitter Dylan Carlson. So far in the 2026 regular season, guys, Dylan Carlson has had very few opportunities to get in a game. And a matter of fact, he never made the starting lineup in a game in the 2026 season for the Chicago Cubs. He has gotten in off the bench. I am going to say that, guys. But really not given the opportunity. It is unfortunate, but the Chicago Cubs have designated for assignment switch hitter Dylan Carlson. The next one is Ethan Roberts. He has been recalled up from Triple A Iowa because Phil Mayton, or I think it's Mayton or Holy Milner, has been placed on the IL. I cannot remember which one it was, guys, but they have been put on the IL, guys. Now, like I said, guys, this is the old City Connect logo for the Chicago Cubs, and I just have to ask you guys again, what City Connect of the Cubs do you guys like better? Do you like the old one, this one, or the one that they debuted last year? Let me know down below in the comment section. All that, guys. And yeah, I mean, we have someone in right field, guys, named Seiya Suzuki, guys. And again, he will be making his 2026 Chicago Cubs regular season debut. It is finally here, as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson would say. So, yeah, there you go, guys. It is I will admit, it is a very interesting starting lineup that the Cubs put out. You know, I mean, the starting pitcher for the Pirates is a righty, and Michael Bush usually would bat leadoff with a righty on the mound, and Michael Bush is batting second. So, very interesting there, guys. But yeah, like I said, it is game one of a 3-game series. It is also the debut of City Connect uniforms for the Cubbies in 2026, guys. Nothing better than to be at Wrigley Field on a Friday to watch a Chicago Cubs ball game, guys. And hopefully we can pull out a Friday W. A little fun fact, though. The Chicago Cubs will not face Paul Skeens in this 3-game series. A little fun fact for you guys on that. Paul Skeens pitched yesterday, so he will not be pitching in this 3-game series at the friendly confines. So at least for this series, the Chicago Cubs have escaped Paul Skeens. But that's only for this series, you know. I have a feeling we will meet Paul Skeens one-on-one later in the season, guys. So, but yeah, there you guys go. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think of the lineup. But I want to know, what City Connect of the Cubbies do you like? Do you like the old one like this, or the one they debuted last season? Again, let me know down below in the comment. All right, Chicago Cub baseball fans, I think that is a good place to stop for this Friday pregame show. As always, guys, drop a like down below in the comment. Down below if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you thought. But most importantly, guys, and subscribe also down below if you're not a subscriber. But I just want to let you guys know that right after 2 days game, we will be back right here on Cubs Baseball with Ryan Canuck for the post-game show, and we will talk about the recap highlights of everything that went down in game 1 of this 3-game series in the battle of the NL Central between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. But other than that, guys, enjoy the game. If you guys can't watch the game, hopefully you guys could catch a little bit of it. But we're going to have a very fun time right after the game on the post-game show. So other than that, have a lovely, happy Friday. Enjoy the game, Cub Nation. And God. I almost forgot, okay? So on the post-game show, today. We are going to talk about two former Cubs that had some instances earlier in the week in MLB, and those two former Cubs are Wilson Contreras and Jorge Soler. You guys probably know exactly what I am talking about, but we will talk about that down right after the game in the postgame show and all that. I do want to get that covered and talked about a little bit, but again, guys, let's get the W on a Friday. Enjoy the game. I will see you all right after the game for the post-game show. Other than that, love you guys. And as always, go Cubs, go.